All right, chat. God damn! I should just give up the speed. I don't know, mimicry. Oh my god. All right. Storyboarding class 101. All right. Let's do this shit. Alright, let me see if everything is alright. Give me like 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds and then we'll begin. Hold on. Alright. Alright, so storyboarding class 101. Alright, so shut up and listen. Alright, so first and foremost, let me say this. Alright, I am not a professional animator or I am not a professional storyboard artist. Alright, but I am an illustrator and a concept artist and a character designer. Alright, so okay, hold on, where is it? Alright, goddamn, my hair is fucked up, really fucked up right now. It's so, my hair is so, I don't know, man, it's so silky that then it gets, I don't know, curled up like crazy. I just brushed my hair, still it's like curled up. Anyways, alright, so let me say this once. Alright, I am not a professional animator, I'm not a professional storyboard artist. I am an illustrator, concept artist and a character designer. Alright, albeit still not professional because I don't have a job and I haven't worked in any concept art job yet. Alright, not everyone is lucky and I don't live in the West, so yeah. Anyways, fuck that. So for storyboarding you need 2 to 3 things. Alright, so hold on, let me see. Alright, first thing you need is, of course, perspective. Alright, this has to be very strong, okay, or at least decent in my opinion, especially the 3-point perspective, because we live in a 3D world, so we live in a 3-point perspective. Alright, so the 3-point perspective, you gotta have a good hold on it, and perspective is like required everywhere, even when drawing faces. Alright, be it from a front angle or a side angle, even when drawing a literal sphere or literal ball, you need perspective. Perspective is like the king. You need this literally everywhere. Alright, so remember that. So go and learn perspective. I have done like one or two videos on perspective. I mean, and they are named, and the first one was called as how to draw backgrounds. Okay, so that is everything about perspective. I go in detail about perspective, so go and watch it on my YouTube channel. The link is in the chat and in the description as well. Alright. Second one is composition. This is very important for framing, okay, and how you compose a scene. Sorry, how you portray a scene. Portray is a very simple word for composing a scene. Okay, so the portrayal or the execution of your idea, all right, is called as composition. I'm gonna write this over here. The portrayal or the execution of your idea. Okay, not all the time this is like the case, okay, but most of the time this is the case, because if you do not compose a scene perfectly, like for example, okay, like for example, if you are looking at a structure, like for example, if you're looking at an Eiffel Tower, all right, or if you're like sitting down and looking at a person. Okay, this is very simple example. Okay, look at this Sakura character over here. Hold on. Look at this one. This is Sakura drawing over here. All right. So this Sakura is from a top-down angle. Okay. We are looking at her from a very top-down angle, right? So what does that mean? All right, what does that mean? That tells a story. Okay, that tells a story, that it is focusing on, she's on this part. Okay, she's tying her belt. All right, so that tells the story. All right, if we were to see her from this angle, okay, from the top angle, something like this part wouldn't be in focus. Okay, so we are composing the scene. All right, we are executing the scene, okay, so that the viewers and you yourself can understand it. All right, it is as simple as that. Okay, so these are the most important things that are required in drawing storyboards. Okay, and in literally drawing any illustration. Okay, even in drawing illustration. Okay, these are the two most important things. Okay, these two things combined gives you what is called as storytelling. Okay, visual storytelling. Sorry, visual storytelling. Okay, now storytelling can be, I don't know, it can be just with words. Okay, also, okay, so that the word thing is another thing that relates to writing and stuff. Okay, which I'm not an expert on. Okay, of course I can write, I don't know, man, some stuff. Everyone can do that, but I'm not an expert in writing. Okay, I'm not an expert in verbal storytelling. Right, so these two things, when combined, okay, gives you something called as visual storytelling. All right, so remember that. So perspective, most important. Okay, because if the perspective is wrong, then the whole scene, the whole thing looks weird as fuck. Okay, and then this is also very important, composition. Okay, composition is literally the execution of your idea. Okay, It is responsible for framing and the portrayal of a scene. All right, that's it. And what else? That's it. I think that's it. That's the only thing that is required for storytelling. All right, now I'll just delete this. Okay, now there are a lot of methods. Okay, now storyboarding. Okay, storyboarding is the I cannot define it properly as Google. Okay, but storyboarding, essentially what storyboarding means is that you just, I don't know, create a rough comic scene. Okay, so comics and mangas are basically storyboards for a film or an animation or something. Okay, they are just various ideas drawn on a piece of paper. Okay, various cuts in a scene drawn on a piece of paper. Okay, one after the other. All right, so that is basically storyboarding. Okay, now if you fail the storyboard, then it becomes a comic or a manga. Okay, then it becomes a comic. So storyboarding is basically a rough idea of a scene or a sequence of scenes. All right, so remember that. Now there are a lot of ways that we can do storyboards. Okay, one is something like this, something like a comic like this. Okay, the other one is what the Japanese studios or the mangas or the Japanese animation studios do. Okay, so something like this. All right, and this is I don't know, this is useful because you can write a lot of stuff in these two in all of these boxes. Okay, so this is scene and this is cut. Okay, so the scene number and the cut number. All right, this is, I think, the page number or the sequence number, I don't know. Okay, now this is acting, actions and instructions. Now since I'm not a professional animator, I cannot tell you how this goes. Okay, but this is basically saying that what action is someone doing. So for example, over here, let's see over here, Sakura is tying her belt. Okay, so that is the action. Okay, or if you want any instructions to be told to the, I don't know, to the keyframe animator or something, you can write it down over here. All right, now this is the main storyboard area. This is where all of the juicy thing happens. Okay, over here. All right, this is the main storyboard area. This is where you draw stuff. All right, and blah 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 blah, and picture out the scene and stuff. All right, now this is the dialogue and stuff. So over here, where is it over here, I have written the dialogue over here. All right, I have written the dialogue here over here, but if there are more words or more, I don't know, dialogues, like for example over here like this. Okay, these are a lot of dialogues in one cut. All right, so it gets difficult to fill it all in here, over here. Okay, what you can do over here is you can just, I don't know, draw a storyboard. Okay, draw a storyboard, and then you can just dialogue a lot of stuff. Okay, and this will be the other story. And so for one storyboard, these are the dialogues and SFX. Okay, and the sound effects. Okay, and then the other cut begins from over here. All right, so this is like very, I don't know, very useful in a way. So this is also very useful. I mean, what you can do basically over here is you can just write the dialogue below. Okay, so this is also, I don't know, can be modified as you like. All right. and this is just the time, okay, the time of the frames and how many frames it will be, etc, etc, etc. So it doesn't really, I don't know, it matters, but then you do not know how many frames it will be until you literally put it in an animation, right? I don't know how that works, okay, I'm not a professional animator. Maybe a better person can explain you that. And this is just the total time required for a particular scene, or I don't know, this page. Alright, so what we gonna do is, I don't know, honestly I don't know. I will probably do the storyboards like this, okay, and modify them like this and put the scene number and cut number and all that kind of shit. Or a simple way to do that is what I showed you just now. So yeah, these will be the storyboards and this will be all of the shit, okay. But I do not wanna, I don't know, I mean the layers are basically unlimited over here in Clip Studio Paint. but I do not want to spend too much pages, too much layers on a story. Oh shit, goddamn, my pen just fell off. I do not want to spend a lot of time on storyboards, a lot of pages, a lot of layers on storyboards. Alright, so we're gonna do it very fast, very fast. Let's go. This is the only thing that you require for storyboard. Okay, now I want to cover about one more thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, in the morning we wrote down 3 sequences for the pilot episode. All right. So in the morning we wrote down 3 sequences for the pilot episode. These are not I don't know, complete, sorry, these are not laid in stone or something, like hammered in stone or something, okay. I don't know this. So now what is a sequence? Okay, so an animation or a film, okay, hold on, let me write this down. And film is a combination of two or more sequences. Alright, so an animation or film is a combination of two or more sequences. A sequence is a combination of 2 or more scenes. Okay, and a scene is a combination of 2 or more cuts. Okay, so there can be a lot of cuts in a scene. Okay, there can be a lot of scenes in a sequence. Okay, and there can be like a lot of sequences in an animation. Okay, this is basically what I understand it. I could be totally wrong, okay, because I haven't done this, like I'm not an animator or a filmmaker, alright? So I'm still learning with you guys. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm still learning with you guys. Okay, I could be totally wrong, so take this with a, I don't know, big grain of freaking salt. Alright, now I also want to talk about one other thing. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so look at this, okay. Now this is one storyboard. Okay, this is one storyboard for the Hokage's office draft. Okay, this is one storyboard. All right, now over here I haven't established the lighting. I have, however, established everything else, like for example the perspective. All right, granted it's just a straight front angle of the camera. Okay, like a 1-point perspective. It's not overly complicated 3-point perspective or something. Okay, but I have established a perspective, the background, the character poses, all right, the character, kind of like a rough character expressions and all that kind of shit. Okay, and how many characters there will be, like a rough idea. Okay, so I have, and even the dialogue, like look at the expressions and the dialogue and stuff. All right, and look at the poses and stuff, right? So I have literally established everything except for the lighting. Okay, now now what we're gonna do in the storyboard is that we're gonna establish the lighting itself. Okay, so for example, okay, for example, let's see. Look at this. The characters can be very light, I don't know, to just, I don't know, pop out the scene or something. Okay, the animes always do that. Okay, they just, I don't know, pop out the characters, making them more lighter. All right, it's just a stylistic approach. Okay, and it works. I don't know, man, it really works. All right. Alright, so it works. So this is the basic lighting setup. This one over here. Alright, this is the basic lighting setup. Okay, we're gonna do it with storyboard. Alright, now this is important because it not only completes the storyboard but also gives an idea of how the lighting and how the colors will be. Alright, sorry, not the colors but how the lighting is portrayed in that particular scene. All right, you can of course do this with color, but colors will only take a lot of time. Okay, so I would recommend doing this with grayscale or monotone color, or a single color. I mean, monotone color means a single color. Okay, all right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the lighting also while we draw all of the storyboards. All right, so let's do it. So in the last episode, in the last episode, I think we did a lot of storyboarding. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of the inspiration from over here, but I'm gonna start the scene very differently. All right, so let's do it. this is sequence 1 and scene 1. All right. Now I'm gonna do the storyboard something like this. All right, and then we will see where we can add in the dialogue. Okay, we can just, I don't know, move around this around and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe we can just translate that into the Japanese stuff later on. Okay, because this is much simpler. Okay, this is much simpler and it's much faster, so that is why I'm like doing that. Okay, now every scene is gonna be in 16:9 aspect ratio, so we gotta draw all of these boxes over here. Alright, I'm just gonna copy paste them below. Okay, not now, later maybe. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Alright. So the scene 1 will be Sakura heading to Naruto's house. Alright, Naruto's place or house or whatever you want to call it. I do not know how many scenes can be fit in this, but we will see today. Because for some reason my eyes are freaking burning right now. The weather is really cold, but for some reason my eyes are burning. Maybe that is because I've been doing too much, sitting in front of the computer too much, drawing too much, looking at the white canvas too much. All right. Maybe the exhaustion is like settling in right now. Who knows? We will see. Alright. Now the storyboards over here, whatever I'm gonna draw, these will be the keyframes. All right, these are gonna be the keyframes for the animation. These are gonna be the essentially keyframes for the animation. Okay, now in the first scene, what I can do is let's see, I can show her wearing her clothes or something. I don't know, man. Okay, that would, I don't know, that would just take the PG rating away or something. Oh my god, that would make it an adult, essentially an adult or 17 plus stuff. I don't know, 17 or 13 plus. Now this is the freaking tricky part. Okay, now how do you compose and show the scene in perspective? Okay, because the perspective is also very important in this one. Okay, not just a composition, the perspective is also very important, and because the perspective will not only set the mood and all of the stuff for the scene, but it will also set the it will also portray the scene. Alright, so yeah. Now what I can do is I can of course show her ass. Okay, so these first 4 will be, I don't know, she's like dressing up. Okay, so just give me a minute. I can of course show her. And this will be her room or something, I don't know. Okay. You can of course show this. So you can of course show this room, something like this or something, I don't know. Like there is this big window or something over here. Alright. So this will be essentially a 1-point perspective and the 3-point above. All right, sorry, it's a 3-point perspective. This is essentially 1 point and a 3-point perspective. Okay, something like this. And the storyboards can be as rough as like I have drawn over here. Okay, you can of course fair it later on. All right, but you can. But for now we are gonna do it rough, and then there will be this dresser and her mirror. All right, this is a mirror. All right, and the camera will, I don't know, pan like this. Like it will go from over here at this point to over here above. All right. Or maybe it will just, I don't know, zoom in on her ass, butt cheeks when she's like wearing the pant or something, I don't know, man. Alright, so there can be a lot of frames in between this frame and this frame. Okay, but these are the main keyframes. Alright, so remember that. This is her bed, and I'm not gonna do a lot of stuff in her room. Okay, this is the window. Now the other scene that you can show is, you can just show her just clipping her pants in like so. Hold on. So this one, hold on. This one we have 2 ideas that we can do. Okay, we can use a top-down view like this. Okay, or we can just, I don't know, show a normal clipping scene like this. All right, so we're gonna show a normal clipping scene. Okay, hold on. Like directly from the front. Alright, that's it. We can show this normally, and then we can show a room or something. Alright, just a basic idea of how her room is. Or you can just show, I don't know man, you can just show a simple background or something. We will see. Okay, this is the basic room structure. Alright, that's it. A door a door and 4 walls, that's it. So this one is like very simple, right? And the third one will be, let's see, oh yeah, this one. So it will be this one, the top down view angle. Okay, it's gonna be a top down view. And she's gonna I'll explain this scene in a while, in a minute. Hold on, I'll explain this scene in a minute. Alright, so this is gonna be a top-down angle, okay, and this is the bed, this is the mirror and the dressing table, and this is the window. Okay, she's like wearing her clothes like this. All right, she's like pulling this jacket onto her, I don't know, right hand or something. All right, so yeah, so that is basically the scene. All right, next. Next, what we will do is we can cut down the scenes showing she's like tying her belt. She's like tying her belt. Okay, that ninja belt. I don't know what it's called in Japanese. That ninja belt. All right, then she's like putting her shoes. All right, so something like. Something like this, alright? She's like tying her belt or something. Something like this. Okay, we can of course show the ceiling over here in this scene because it's like from a ant's eye view perspective. All right, and the window will be shining behind her. All right, now in this next scene there will be next scene there will be like like wearing her sandals or something. I don't know, man. All right, so she's like wearing her sandals or something in the next scene. This is, I don't know, this is a wrong interpretation in my opinion, at least. I'm gonna fix this. Hold on. Okay, let me look at her sandals. Hold on, let me look at her sandals. All right. Now I do not know how this works, how these sandals work. There might be a clip over here. There might be a clip or a velcro over here, or I don't know, man. So that these straps just go in. These straps over here are attached to this part, and they just, I don't know, they just rotate over here. All right, and then they attach behind. I don't know how this works. All right, how these sandals work. I gotta look at how woman sandals are. Yeah, all right, anyways, whatever, man. I'm gonna put her leg like this. All right. So girls or women have a tendency of, I don't know, just ducking their legs. Okay, so they do it like ducks or something. Their legs like turn like ducks or something. I don't know what that is called as, but they have that tendency, right? We men cannot do that because our muscular structure is like very very stiff. Okay, that's not right, because the problem with this one is like I cannot show her hand properly, so I gotta do the other thing only. Yeah, I gotta do this only. So I gotta do this only. All right, whatever, man. So you can just show some, I don't know, some stuff over here, something like let's say the door. All right, the door to her room, and the bed is over here. So she's like gonna go out the door next. All right. Now in the next scene, what we can do is show her arm wraps and okay, I'm gonna put this in just one box. I'm not gonna waste these boxes. She's putting up her arm wraps, all right, and then we can show her face over here or something. I don't know, man. And in the next scene, we show her the iconic, hold on, this is the iconic scene. All right, this is the iconic scene. We show her putting down the, we show her wearing the glove, right? And we show her face momentarily. We are not revealing her yet. All right, so yeah, so remember that we are not revealing her yet. God damn, this took me like an hour to do, almost like 30 minutes. Frick. Alright, so hold on. This scene will come before the shoes wearing scene, alright? So yeah, because we normally wear the shoes at the last, alright? So yeah, that's one. And then she slaps her face. So we are gonna show her half face that she slaps. Just to wake up from the morning. This will be a basic one-point perspective scene, alright? So there will be her bed. Or maybe, hold on. You can show all this, but also, hold on, I have an idea. You can just show the mirror. The mirror, I don't know, the mirror frame or something. And over here, you can show the bed. Yes, this is much better and much easier. And then finally, she heads down the door. She just, I don't know, heads down the door. Okay, this is kind of like complicated. Hold on. I wanna show her opening the door. What we can do is, I need a reference for this one. Yeah, something like this, you know. Okay, the perspective is wrong in this one. Oh my god, the perspective is like very wrong in this one. Alright. The perspective is like very wrong. Okay, now it's fine. Her face is still not shown, alright? Her face is still not shown. This is her satchel or something, I don't know, man. Face is still not shown. This is a satchel, and that's it. She'll just, I don't know, close the door. And the scene will end. Now the scene will begin. Next scene will begin. Okay, I need to rename this scene. So the SFX or the dialogue is she's constantly humming the song, okay? Any song, really, any song, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but any song, she's like constantly humming a song. Slaps cheeks. I do not understand this yet because this is like freaking complicated stuff. I'm gonna put it like this so that I understand it later on. Yep. I'm gonna do the lighting later on, or maybe I will do the lighting right now. Hold on. So lighting is gonna be very simple, right? It's gonna be very simple. There's gonna be this. This is a three-tone lighting, so this is the light that is coming out the window. Alright, this is the Sakura's light and this is the dark areas, the shadows. Alright, and the mirror is gonna be hit by the light because, well, it is reflective. What do you expect? Now over here, in this case, this is the door, so Sakura is gonna be hit by the light because she's standing right in front of the window, and the rest of the room is gonna be like a gray tone. Alright, now over here, this is gonna be the same as this one, almost the same. We can of course have some sort of light coming from here and hitting her, but then again that is like not that required essentially. She's gonna be somewhat dark in this, okay, and then the light is gonna hit her from over here or something, I don't know. We will see. This is not like the final one, but it is essentially gonna be something like this. Okay, this is the window. she's gonna be illuminated like this. So this is like a rim lighting setup. Alright, so you gotta know all that shit. This is just like a rim lighting setup, essentially. Basic 3-tone lighting, that's it. This is the thing. Now this scene will be kind of like different. Hold on. Now this is where she will be facing the sun, I mean the window. So that is why she will be illuminated with the light, and everything else in the background will be in shadows. Same goes over here as well. This is gonna be also the same. This is gonna be illuminated by the light. Something like this. That's it. That is it. And over here, okay, I'm not gonna do the mirror thing. All right, I'm not gonna do the mirror thing. I'm gonna do, she's like slapping her. Okay, this is the door, and this is the. And then she's like slap. Oh my god, why is this so hard, bro? Oh my god. Alright, that's it. I don't know if I should add the door as well. I don't know, man. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna keep the mirror thing. Alright, so this one is gonna be pretty simple. Hold let me do something like this. Yes, I want to do something like this. It is either this or this, but this doesn't suit well because the light is coming from over here, okay, and hitting on her side, so whatever, man. Anyways, that's it. That's it for this drawing. Now this is a tricky one, okay? This is a really tricky one because over here what we can show is this is the outside light that is coming from over here to here, all right, and that's it. That is all we can show. Okay, this is a really tricky one, or else we can just show the light hitting from the window over here, but that is like not gonna be that dramatic, so I don't know. Alright, that's it. These are the Sakura dressing up and goes out the door storyboards. Alright, now next is SFX is just like dialogue, is just like sound effects is just like she's like humming a song. That's it. Sound effects, I don't know. I will see some music or that music as well. That humming song music as well. Music only. I mean. So essentially these are like 9 frames. This one I don't know. I just combined 2 frames together because I wanted to save some space or something. It's still gonna be sequence 1, but 2, scene 2. Heads or so reaches to Naruto's face. So alright, so if these two are different, I don't know, different perspectives, okay, so when if I did the reaching thing, okay, I have to divide these 8 frames into, like, I don't know, these 4 frames will be heading towards like when she heads to Naruto's place and what happens then, and then these 4 frames or 2 or 3 frames will be something like let's say she's like waving to the, I don't know, to the villagers and stuff, okay, to the people that she know while she walks over to Naruto's place. So this one is like kind of like complicated, alright, so I'm just gonna do the head stuff, alright. I do not want to complicate stuff, I do not want to extend this stuff. Hey, what's up, what's up? Yes, I am reading your chat, man. I just saw that. I'm sorry, I'm using Clip Studio Paint Pro. Okay, hold on. I'm like talking with someone on Twitch, alright? So until then, y'all and stream watchers can enjoy this one. Oh my gosh. There are some people on YouTube who are watching, so yeah. What's up? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. What do you want to talk about? Huh? I use hold on. Use OpenToons for animation because like it's free and it's like open source, so I use that for animation stuff. Alright. Goddamn, he's not replying. It's fine, it's fine. We'll just continue this. Okay, hold on. I will be right back. Y'all watch it. I will turn on this so that y'all can see what I have been cooking, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta pee. Be right back. Alright, let's do it. Who do you like? Who do you like? What are you talking about, bro? Is it Naruto or Sakura? Who do you like? Is it Naruto or Sakura? Or is it me? Oh my god. Alright, let's start doing this second thing. Alright. So I'm not gonna do the richest one, okay? Because that is like, I don't know, that's like extra nonsense frames. Alright. Hold on. Before we do this, I wanna check out something. I wanna see where Naruto lives after the war arc. God damn it, man. They say that he lives in the Hokage residence, but the problem is he only gets it after he becomes the Hokage. So I don't know where he lives in the. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so there are only two places that he has lived in the entire show. Like, it's not even shown. It's not even shown. God damn it. All right, whatever, man. I wanted that because I wanted to portray how Sakura is. I don't know. Go to his house. Yep, the scene will start something like this. And then she will knock on the door. Okay, this one I'm gonna put it in a top-down angle. It's gonna be so cool. This is the knocking hand. she's like looking downwards, all right? Her face is still not shown, all right? She's like, this leg is folded and she's like tapping her leg, okay, which is gonna be shown in the next scene. So give me a minute. I'm gonna put this, I don't know, this nameplate over here maybe. Okay. She's shown like tapping her foot. Tapping foot, okay, up and down, up and down. This hand of her is on her waist. Okay, this is the juicy part. All right, this is how I imagine the scene will I don't know, begin. This episode will begin. All right. Okay. Okay, now this one will be almost the same, all right? But zoomed in. No, or maybe not. Hold on. Let me try something new. Let me try something new. So this is, she's like tapping, and then over here she's like tapping, and then over here she's like slightly leaning in to hear his I don't know, hear the inside of his house or something. Okay, and then she's like asking him, Naruto, are you there, wake up? And then she's like biting her lip. This is a simple front perspective, so it's not too much. Her eyes are still not shown, alright? That is a mystery. That is a freaking mystery. We haven't yet shown her eyes yet. And I wanna keep it that way. The dialogue would be, hold on, let me write the dialogue. Okay. So I'm gonna write directly S. And then she gets like frustrated. So still gonna do the same scene, same angle, but over here this is gonna be like she's gonna be leaning onto the door frame. Okay, I have another idea. Hold on. This is much better. Hold on. Give me a minute. Something like this. Hold on. Woo! This is so fun, man. This is so freaking fun. Okay, now she will be leaning. Okay, she will be waiting outside for Naruto to open the door. Yeah, this is much better. She'll be leaning on the door. And the dialogue would be, that tick sound. Okay, the sound that we make. Okay, maybe I should check. So the dialogue would be like two ways. Maybe I should check the window, or maybe I should try the window, or go through the window. Maybe I should try the window, sounds much better. So these are five different scenes, five different angles of perspective, you know, and this is fun, but this is also very difficult to draw, because the problem over here is that the dialogue is changing with every scene. So I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. The actions are not changing too much. Okay, so these are mostly gonna be, I don't know, still scenes. Okay, only the hand will be moving back and forth over here. Okay, and maybe her face, mouth, and over here maybe the foot and stuff. Okay, but the scenes will changing rapidly, which is kind of like, in a way, good thing, but also in a way it's not as good. Alright, so the next scene would be she goes through the window. Okay, so if I remember correctly, now this can go two ways. Okay, we can just, I don't know, show the outside of the house, something like this, so this will be the window and she will be coming from over here. Okay, or what we can do is we can just show something like this. Hold on. We can just show her coming in and then entering the window from over here. All right, so yeah, so this one is gonna take like 2 frames. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Because this one is like, I don't know, kind of like more dramatic in a way. This will be the roof of the building, and then she will come in from over here. We can, I don't know, maybe show a walk cycle or something. reaches over here, she just, I don't know, just reaches for the window and just opens the window up. Okay, I need to portray this in a different way. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna complete this today, this scene, and then we're gonna stop, alright? Stop for the day. But I need to portray this in a different way. This one is perfect. We can of course show, like, hold on, I'll show you. I'll just complete this, hold on. Yeah, something like this. All right, so this is Naruto's hand, which is like thrown out of his bed. Okay, he's sleeping over here. Okay, which is not shown yet. All right, which is not shown yet. All right, which I have not shown yet. This is the bed. All right, this is his hand. All right, and we can push the hand somewhere over here. And then we can show Sakura just holding this one. Something like this. Her one leg is on the frame of the window. Her head is like kind of like inside the window, looking at Naruto. Okay, over here, right? I don't know. I might change the position of the head. Okay, hold on. We will see. Okay, this is much better, actually much better, because her head won't be going in so much, alright? Alright, that is fine. Maybe, I don't know, man. Okay, I'll keep it like this. She's like looking inside, alright? Looking inside the window when she's like entering. Now the scene ends with this one. Hold on. Let me grab that. Where is that part? The first scene. First scene, yes, this one. Just gonna delete this flower part and the hold on. Might add in a table or two, we will see. With their Team 7, photo of Team 7, and maybe some other stuff, I don't know, we will see. Over here, I don't know what else can I add, maybe his bag or some, I don't know. Okay, and over here she's like looking through the window. Okay, I'm gonna make the window even bigger. I don't know what her other hand is doing. I will figure it out later. We will see. Or I think the other hand is like over here, grabbing the other frame of the window. I don't know. We will see. Alright. The scene ends like this. And then scene 3 will be different. Okay, now this one over here, we can either skip this when she's like going through the window, okay, or we can just show something like Nah, that doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Let me try something else. Let me think. Okay, so I want her to open the window over here, alright? So what I can do is I can just, I don't know, do something like this. Either show from a top-down angle or from a from an and side view angle. So she looks through the window. He's like freaking, I don't know, sleeping or something. He's oh, God damn it, I can't speak. He's still sleeping, alright? And then she yanks the window. Her body twists and she opens the window pane. So it twists like this and her hand goes like this. So it's gonna be an opposing motion. And this is gonna be her field of view. So if you see this Loomis over here, and this is gonna be her field of view. This is gonna be her hand. Sorry. The arm. This is gonna be her other arm. That's gonna be her rear foot, and this is the front leg, which she has bent in. Okay, and the boobs are not visible. This is going to be a sliver of her shoulders and chest area. Alright, we got him. Now we can hold on. I have an idea. We can show her walking down this So you can show her walking like this and then yanking the window. All right, and then she just walks in. After this dialogue, she just walks in like this. Shoe taps. So the SFX would be shoe taps. Naruto, pause and wake up. That will be the dialogue. And this is the ending of the scene. Alright, now we will do the lighting. We'll do the lighting and then we'll stop for the day. Alright, then we'll do the scene, do the third scene tomorrow. Third, fourth, fifth, or whatever. Will you show the storyboard animated in the next? No, animation is gonna take freaking lot of time. I'm gonna first complete the whole storyboard for the whole pilot episode, all of the storyboards for the whole pilot episode, and then we will start with the rough animation. Animation is gonna take a lot of time, so that is why I'm not gonna show the animation in the next live. All right. We will first complete the storyboards and then we will start the animations. Alright, it's gonna take me like 1 or maybe 2 days. We will see. So like after like a couple, like 3 or 4 live sessions. Don't worry about it. We are gonna do it. Don't worry about it. So after a few live sessions, we gonna start the rough animation. All right, oh God. We're gonna start the rough animation because animation is gonna take a lot of time. All right, we're gonna do the lighting now. Hold on. Lighting is gonna be very simple for this. Lighting is gonna be like really simple for this. So hold on to your butts. That's it. This is the lighting. A freaking 2-point lighting. 2-value lighting. That's it. Not 2-point lighting. 2-value lighting. Basically. Okay. We are not doing anything complicated. Maybe we can do something like this. Okay. Maybe this will be third value or something. I don't know, man. Just to, I don't know, pop out the character a bit. The character has to be in a different light, so I'm gonna just, I don't know, man, just tone down this lighting a bit. that's much better. I wanted to tone down this lighting because in the actual color, so I use like not too dark color, so in the actual color it's gonna be looking kind of like lighter, so that is why I wanted to tone down the lighting so that it fits with the actual color. Like my colors are like very towards the lighter areas, right? So yeah. Okay, over here she can have a very bright light just to, I don't know, just to show her form. This is not the actual light that is coming from over here, okay? This is actually the white light, okay? This is actually the highlight of the character. Alright, I'll just do this. This is much better. The actual lighting is gonna be really light. So, yeah, something like this. That's it. Same goes over here as well. I can of course have like only 2 values for the lighting, but then again in most anime stuff there is always the characters like always are like more brighter and more highlighted, okay? The lighting on the character is not as realistic as in film or something, okay? Because they need to highlight the characters, all right? So that is why I'm like using like 3 tones. I normally do not use 3 tones, I only use like 2 tones. Alright, so whatever. I mean whatever works, man. Now this one is gonna be freaking tricky. So this one is outside. So the lighting is gonna be very bright, all right? So inside the window, it's all of course gonna be freaking dark because it's the room that is dark. All right, and over here we can just, I don't know, show some sort of lighting that is coming in. or it's fine if we even don't show it, because we have already lit the character in light, so it's like given. Or maybe you can just, I don't know, lighten the tones over here just to show that they are out, that she's outside, and then the light is like very bright. Okay, yes, this is much better. So this is like still 3 tones. This is still 3 tones. Okay, this is still 3 tones, maybe 4. Okay, but we have established the lighting over here. We'll see. We can modify the lighting later on if we want to. Okay, but this is the basic, I don't know, lighting setup. Yeah, we can go with this one. We can go with this one as well. Like 3.3 value lighting. Okay, this one is gonna be very simple. That's it. This one is like the most simplest one ever. These 2 ones. That's it. We are done. And this one also same. We can show the lighting coming from the window on his face over here if we want to. Okay, we just, I don't know, highlight the face or something. Okay. And then she's gonna be in darkness because the light is hitting her from behind. So whatever. That's it. That's it for the lighting. Very simple lighting, nothing too complicated, only 3 values. Alright, nothing too complicated, only 3 values. You can use 2 values if that is necessary, but I use 3 to just, I don't know, highlight the character, you know. So yeah, whatever. Alright, that's it for the session. Thank you for joining in. Your Russian Indian guy has worked a lot today. Okay. All right. Hold on. There were a couple of viewers today. So, okay, hold on. Let me check just a bit. Let me check how many scenes are there. All right. Yeah, we are done with 2 scenes. Okay. She walks to Naruto's house. As they are gonna meet up very soon in the Hokage's office. She arrives at his home front door, but Naruto doesn't answer, and she goes through the window and sees she's still sleeping. All right, we are done with 2 scenes. We still have 8 scenes to go in this sequence. God damn it, this is gonna be a doozy. And we still have sequence 2, and we still have sequence 3. All right, sequence 3 is like very simple. It's just 1 scene with, I don't know, 8 cuts probably. Okay, now the story will either begin with this, like with this, or it will begin with this. I don't know, we will see. Because this scene over here is like an extra stuff. All right, it's like an extra scene, but this one is where it begins. I think the first and oh god damn it, hold on, let me change this. The first and the second one is almost the same. So this will be the second one, this will be the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Alright. We can just tone down the cuts and the scenes as we need be in the storyboard. Okay, so this is not the final thing. This is just a narration of the how the scene will go. All right, but this is almost like the final one. Okay, now in the first scene, the scene might begin from, like, let's say from this one, or maybe this one. Okay, this one from over here, or maybe over here. We will see. The scene might begin from over here, and then we will go like this. Okay, I'll just cut this one because this is, like, I don't know, kind of like explicit stuff, not PG. Okay, I might cut that one. That is just something extra that I added just in case if I wanted to. Okay, and then the second scene will begin like this. All right, that's it for the day. That's it for the day. This was a lot of stuff. Really. I did not expect we would complete so little today. Like, seriously, I expected that we would at least do like one full sequence, at least one sequence, but I don't know, man. I did not expect we will only complete like 8 cuts and 2 scenes. Okay, but we are there. Okay, because the thing is that we have also established the lighting, so which is a good thing. Okay, because if we have established literally everything. We have established the perspective, we have established the movement and the pose of the character, we have established the expressions of the character. Okay, we have established the, I don't know, body language of the character, the scenes, okay, the cuts, the how the scenes will be portrayed, etc. Okay, and also the lighting. So we have established literally everything. We do not have to do anything extra after this. like very little stuff we have to do extra after this one. Okay, so whenever you're storyboarding something, always think about how you're gonna light it up. Okay, always think about the lighting setup, because it might happen that your perspective and your storyboard is right, but then you mess up the lighting, and then you have to change the entire storyboard for that. All right, so always think in that way or manner. Okay, because if you do not do that, then you're gonna keep wondering about all of the backgrounds. Okay, how do I put what background should I put in this scene, or what background should I put in that scene? Okay, because I haven't established a background while storyboarding. So that is the wrong thing. That is not how you storyboard stuff. Right? Alright, that's about it. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, whoever joined in, and please follow me on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. It really helps me out a lot. We are gonna do this entire fanfic and whatever else that is live, alright, on YouTube. Alright, I will be live tomorrow in the morning at 12 p.m. and afterwards in the evening at 7 p.m. or something. We will see. Alright, that's about it. See ya. Take care and good night.